products to use on your body, how to take care of yourself, personal care, in this case physical personal care. All right, it's quite very important. It's part of actually living a healthy life. So in studio I am joined with none other than James Mwamburi, who is the founder and the CEO of the Sanura company. Hey James, karibu tena.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Nice to be here again.
Yes, the last time we were here, it's been how long?
A year and a half.
Wow, I'm so sure a lot has changed.
Yeah.
And
I promise to be back.
Yes, and here you are.
To be back, yeah.
So I'm so sure that people are looking forward to hear the progress when it comes to Sanura and the different introduction of probably subsidiary products as well, and tell us how you're faring. But for someone who is meeting you for the first time, because I'm so sure we have people who are meeting James for the first time, I'd like you to briefly introduce yourself and tell them what you do.
Okay, to a first timer meeting me, I'd like to introduce myself as a formulator. I own the Sanura company. For now, I'm a founder. I work with the formulas of the products as well. So that would be the base of my my identity, but as well I sit in a committee at KEBS. We deal with cosmetics. So we just come up with parameters. We talk to other, let's say, East Africa community sets in terms of imports and exports, matters related to cosmetics. I also am a safety supervisor at the breweries. So much has changed. The last time I was here, I didn't have those two roles. And those are just other minor freelance roles that I'm doing right now.
Okay, and how has these particular roles affected the business?
Not really. As I said, they are freelance.
Freelance, okay.
I only work during some particular times of the month. An example, the safety supervisor one, I do roughly twice or thrice a month. And the technical committee one, we maybe meet probably thrice a month, but lately it's been a little bit busy because we're having a little bit of hitches when it comes to imports and exports, especially with our neighbors, Ugandans and Tanzanians and Rwanda, and recently Congo as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you get into where you get your, when it comes to manufacturing, where you get, how you go about making your products, I'd like to find out in terms of the level of networking that you have right now, because you always build network as you, of course, with time as well, especially if you're in the business space, and it's very critical. So how has that impacted your business now?
Well, a year and a half ago, I was talking about registering my company under KEBS especially. I have that, and being in the committee, I get to meet up with other players in the game, say L'Oreal, say Unilever. So I get to interact with them in a way. I get to know the whole basis of having the bureau in terms of managing products and making them safe for the consumer. With the breweries, I get to be a little bit safe in terms of manufacturing, you know, but that's a bigger aspect of the whole manufacturing aspect. All
right, when you look at this particular product, maybe you can let's go with the Shea Butter.
All right.
Probably you could take it and then you show us the packaging.
Okay.
And now that we are verified.
we are
There's a whole stamp going around it.
Okay, now this is where's my camera? All right. This is one of my richest butter as of yet. I only had the plain ones, maybe the smaller ones like this one. Initially I had just one fragrance. I came to produce other fragrances for various audiences, like this one is a bubblegum one for the kids. Okay, but what is bubblegum? Bubblegum is it's just the bubblegum fragrance that I added to the Shea Butter with other oils. So kids tend to love this. And what is it used for? Is it it's just for the body moisturizing. Is it also a Shea Butter? Yeah, it also has Shea Butter as the major base ingredient. Oh, okay. Yeah, I also have another cinnamon for the men mostly because it's a little bit spicy, not floral in terms of the scent. Oh, what do you mean spicy? It's spicy because it's got cinnamon bark oil, so it has that spicy scent. So that means females can use that? Can also use it. It's actually good for hormonal acne. And okay. And most people suffer with that one. Yeah. Okay. So getting the reviews from the clients, they really love this. I was talking about this rich. And speaking of acne, before we get speaking on the Shea Butter, can diet actually affect someone's when it comes to acne? Diet would. Yeah, but mostly it's hormonal and a little bit of genetic. I'm not so deep into the health and the likes and the diet.
But I'm so sure you meet clients who come to you and have different skin condition as well, and they will love to use your products, and they're very inquisitive when it comes to the effects or side effects that might happen, because they have a critical, skin, and careful on that one.
Yeah. So I decided to work on natural products first because they're the safest products that you could work on right now, before dealing with the other chemical synthetic kind of products. So these ones would hardly mess up with your acne or your skin tone. It just improves the fairness of what you already have. But I'm looking forward to research and innovate my products, especially when it comes to face and other face-related products.
All right.
Yes.
As you get into, James, when you get into exfoliation, because I feel like there's the skincare routine that most people get into. Yeah. There are different masks that people go for. How often should one exfoliate? Yes.
Well, there's a whole process. There's a whole process in face cleansing and moisturizing. So there's you've got some scrub that you could do maybe twice or once a week, depending on your face type, oily or not. And there's a whole routine. People get to choose on whatever suits their face mostly. But a general routine would be face scrubbing, cleansing. You could put your mask in there in between, and you've got toning, and you've got moisturizing. As I said, people have their own different routines when it comes to face care. I'm yet to establish my own routine because I want to have my own kind of process and procedure. It's not really complicated because the face itself gets to cleanse itself, especially with what you eat. Just have lots of water, fruits and vegetables. Yeah, it's one of the basics.
So when it comes to your products, they're all organic?
Yeah, we could say.
All right. So what is this? There's this one called Sanura. It's floral. So what is that for?
Okay, the one that has a floral packaging is a moisturizing spray. I have rose water, vegetable glycerin, and aloe vera gel inside there. It helps to it's a quick fix when it comes to moisturizing your hair. It's always directly proportional. Dryness to the hair and it being
take us to, maybe we could share it with our viewers so they can see what the product you're talking about.
Okay, this was the one I was talking about. I don't know which my camera is.
Yeah.
Okay, now this is a moisturizing spray. As I said, it has the 3 major ingredients. It's all natural, all organic, and it suits everyone, male, female, kids. It's one of the best formulas I've created so far. And it's quite nice when it comes to moisturizing your hair. I came with shampoo the last time I was here, so I just assume that they've seen the shampoo before.
And if they haven't, maybe they can follow on social media. Use the social media handles.
Sanura, there's the famous logo there. And after shampooing, you just get to use the conditioner. I never had the conditioner before. It's a nice detangling conditioner, especially to the common 4C hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Before you get into, I see you have another packaging there.
Yeah. I have this.
Okay, we can go through that as well.
Now these are scalp oils. They have almost the same formula. The beard oil and the healthy scalp oil. The scalp oil is an all-round 7-blend personal mixture. It's got anti-dandruff, anti-itch. I have clients who use it just to relax their heads, so they just apply it before they sleep. It's quite nice. It's all natural, and as I say, they both have the same formula with the beard oil. Helps moisturizing the chin area and growth. The last time I never had beard. Something's working.
Why are you being so extra like that?
Something's working.
Maybe you can sit upright, and then we look at there's another aspect of the business that I want to touch on, right? There's incorporation of new products in Sanura, right? Yeah. I would like to find out, how has the reception been like, and what level of marketing strategy are you using currently? Okay,
marketing strategy-wise, I'm still using social media and referrals with other clients. When a client uses and they just like the product, they tend to refer people to my products. I like to blend in with new ways of production, just to suit the client's expectations. So as I said, initially I only had one type of butter, but now I have around 5 to suit a wider audience. Yes, so I'm looking into the future of working with so many other products, face, hair, and related. Yeah.
All right, so you're in employment and also entrepreneurship.
Yeah, we could say.
Okay.
We could say.
Let's look at the aspect. How do you find it? How is the balancing? How can you also, because I believe being an entrepreneur, there's another level of focus you should have on that particular business.
All right.
So how are you balancing, entrepreneurship and employment as well?
Well, again, the employment is highly freelance, so I don't get to use most of my time being in employment. I get to balance that because most of the time I'm doing the Sanura production and marketing and everything. I get to put it in 2 avenues: the purpose to life and the passion. When it comes to employment, you get to just work with what you're passionate about. Right now, I have to do this because it's my purpose in life. I really need to make the butter so that I can maybe have a comfortable life. Maybe, I can't get employed with my hair. So I just tend to, love doing what I'm doing.
Your freedom.
Yeah, I get to be so free with the sun. So it's a balance, and I get to enjoy both of my roles playing in whatever I'm doing. But in long term, I'm always going to go for self-employment and entrepreneurship.
Oh, right.
Yeah, right now I'm just balancing because I need the money.
Yes, you need to be afloat.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it comes to Sanura, right? You've been to the market for how long?
Right now it's been just roughly 2 years.
2 years, yeah?
Roughly 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
and when it comes to manufacturing of this product, I believe you use organic product.
Yeah.
They're all organic products. So when it comes to manufacturing, how do you go about it?
So it's a little complicated. I have various ways. I've grown to adopt various means of manufacturing and production. I won't go deep into the details because it's
just briefly take us through it. Yeah.
Okay. When it comes to the butters, there's nothing much other than getting to have the best shea butter, that's softer, that could easily spread. And I just get to blend it in with other oils that I really need for the particular purpose.
So you do it all here back at home?
Yeah, I do everything in my other bedroom.
Okay. Yeah. So currently it's a sole proprietorship.
It's a sole proprietorship, but I'm having co-workers, I like to call them co-workers, coming in. Maybe in the next 2 months, yeah, I'll be having a little bit of help coming from some of my friends. Okay. Because it's been overwhelming, getting to balance everything. Okay,
so how are you positioning the brand to be in a space where that Sanura will be recognized when other beauty products are mentioned out here? So I would just like to understand how you positioning the brand.
Okay, I'm going to really invest in advertising and marketing because the products tend to wear on to the clients, and as I said, they get to refer. So my target has been, or my plan has always been, just getting it out there to so many people, and the more they get to know of the product, the more I'm going to have my brand widened. I intend to be a household body butter, person in the next 5 years.
So that's what you want. That will be your niche. That is what you're going for.
Yeah, actually, butters are quite expensive. Mine are quite affordable. So mine are half the price, a third of the price. So and it's a necessary product, I think. The Shea Butter is a very nice product, especially on the legs and just general body moisturizing for families. The men, the women, the kids, they all need this, by the way. It's quite nice.
All right. Yeah. Someone who's watching you and they would like to start a business, either in a different form of production, that is, what would be your advice if they're coming from a point of, I don't have capital, I don't have someone to hold my hand and just show me the ways ins and out of this particular business that I want to get into? What would be your take on that?
Well, wow, it's going to be a little difficult. I won't lie. It's going to be a very, it's really complicated, especially when it comes to inception of the business. You have to convince the first customer, you know, and you don't have to like getting beat down, you know, because you have to have critics initially, and you have to blend in with the government protocols. You have to get a KEBS. It's really hectic. When it comes to a monetary or capital, I think you'd need just a little bit of cash to just start, because you are passionate about the same. You'd find yourself in it. I've had people ask me about how to go about this, and I gave them a little bit of help, but they end up not going all the way, because I never intended to do this initially. I just found myself.
What do you mean found yourself doing it? What does that mean?
Well, I've never been an entrepreneur per se. Like in my head, I've never had that passion, I can say. I usually, I'm not that of a salesperson, because you know, when it comes to entrepreneurship, you have to sell something to someone. Yeah, so I just found myself, because how do I put this? I found myself doing this because I felt like it was something that, you know, people need. So it wasn't more of making money per se, because I hardly tell people that this is more of a business than it is an interaction or just improving community well-being, especially the African one. That's why I usually just deal with natural products, and I'm trying to face off most of the inputs that we're getting to just improve on our beauty, because I tend to think that the people who bring this stuff in, they don't really care about your skin or your hair. Not entirely everyone, don't get me out of context, but most of them don't really know what's going on here. And they you know, when some of the stuff is quite cheap, you have to ask yourself some questions. Yeah.
Okay. Did it all start, did you have to do like when it was on a personal level that I'm looking for a particular product for my hair or for anything of the sort? Did it boil down to that?
Well, yeah, most of the products I use, all of them I use on my skin.
Okay.
Yeah, so I use all the hair products on my hair. So I get to just, you know, see my hair is doing quite okay.
So you do a test drive on yourself.
Yeah,
fantastic. So if it backfires on us,
you just follow me. But as I say, they are natural. They hardly backfire.
Okay. Another question is, how do you build your capacity? Because being in a business space, you have also to have a well whereby you fill up yourself as James, just to keep the drive going. So how do you do that?
I didn't get that. How do I fill my...
Yeah, like how do you build your capacity?
In terms of me being the owner, or?
Not really. In terms of in any venture you get into, in any space that you get into, you have to always look forward. You have to be on the trend. What is coming on? What is other people? What are other companies doing who are in the same industry in? So I just wanted to get that from your end, how you build that capacity.
So being part of the technical committee in terms of in KEBS, I get to be one with the cosmetic world. I also tend to view or watch or just read, you know, print media related to cosmetics, and I want to see what's changing, you know, in terms of social media as well. Yeah, you know, stuff keep changes when it comes to beauty and production as well, because I am all in one of, I have to deal with everything, you know, advertising, production and all that. So I tend to relate to recent media most of the time. I tend to attract people who are in the same field, so that I can just, you know, fill in that capacity in terms of me being one with this. Because, you know, at the end of the day, you only get to expose what you've been exposed to. You know, when I get to read about the cosmetic media, I get to know how much in terms of, you know, maybe GDP they are making, and I just have to have the same confidence to continue doing this.
All right, fantastic. Yeah. Someone who is watching this and they wonder, what sort of educational background do I need to have in order to create something as what James has done? What would be your feedback or reply to that?
Okay, I wish I lived multiple lives to know if I did a different course, I'd be able to still do this.
Because you have actually Form 4 students who are out now,
just
completed their O levels. Yes. So maybe they have passion when it comes to getting into different business spaces, and they see this conversation and they're interested. So what would be your take on what sort of educational background do I need to do this?
Well, I have a cousin who is in high school right now,
and
he's quite interested. He is quite interested in the SEM. I'll tell them to just go with the process, go with the curriculum. It's not that redundant as people try to put it, because I unknowingly probably used some of my some of the information I got in campus to do this. So I think that it's quite safe to just go through with the curriculum and just go through what's put in there for you. There isn't really a specification when it comes to a course, because this is everything. It's sales, it's business, it's bits of chemistry. So again, as long as you're passionate about something, there's something that you can always, there's Google nowadays. You can
figure it out. That's what you're telling me.
You could just figure it out. You could figure it out.
We could figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. So the last time you were here, we were looking at a 2-year implementation plan. So what's the 5-year plan looking like?
5-year plan from now. I want to be a household name. I want to have introduced more products. I want to have innovated these existing products. Yeah, I want to be a name
to reckon with.
Yeah, to people, they can just, when you get into a house and you have shower gels that belong to Sanura, you've got butters, you've got, a wide range of products. I want to be the next Unilever. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And, they say that every dream, of course, if there is a drawing plan and a blueprint to it, it's actually going to happen.
Yeah.
All right, so for someone who's like to follow up with you and keep the conversation going, how can they reach out to you?
Okay, I have the social media pages.
Okay, you want to give us your number as well? Thank you very much.
Yeah.
The camera is on.
I actually like talking to my clients directly. So you could WhatsApp me or you could call me on
the customer experience.
Yeah. You could do that on 0712 661 054. Again, 0712 661 054. That's my WhatsApp number. You can call me whatever time of the day. I have social media pages. I just got into TikTok the other day. I just had like 2 videos, I think. Those would do. All have the Sanura company tagline: Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Simple, Sanura. What is the meaning of Sanura? I know we touched on that.
It's an Arabic stroke Swahili name. It's quite nice. It just blends well with what I'm doing, and it's also it has a kitten annotation. Yeah, I'm a cat person.
Okay.
I love cats.
You love cats. Okay, so I was trying to understand the meaning of Sanura.
Okay, so it's again, it means, it has a kitten annotation. It kind of means a cat or a young one of a cat, and it's also a common name down at the coast.
Oh, okay.
So
there you have it.
It's a female name.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So guys back at home, that is none other than James Mwamburi Osore, who is the founder and CEO of the Sanura company. So if you, of course, love any of the products, there you have it. You can follow them across all their social media handle. That is at Sanura, right?
Yeah.
There you have it. So make sure you keep the conversation going at Y254 channel is where you can find us. At Michelle Ashira is where you can find me across all my social at Sanura. Thank you very much, James, for creating time to be with us today.
Thank you.
All right. So remember, always, you're welcome. Anytime, any day.
5 years.
5 years. Okay, there you have it. Okay, that. So make sure you stay tuned. We have so much coming your way. We're going for a break and we'll be right back.